go to page 10 and take a look at this. So your ongoing monitoring, like I said, it's a never ending process. And the whole point of this is to have your customer risk profile so you understand enough about your customers so you know what type of activity would be normal for them. But ultimately, you're on the lookout for things that just don't make sense. So when you're training folks on the front line, just make sure you're emphasizing not necessarily that they're on the lookout for suspicious activity. They're on the lookout for unusual activity, things that just don't make sense. Let your BSA department conduct their investigations and make that determination on whether or not something's actually suspicious. You want them to be feeding you with things that don't make sense. That not only does it demonstrate that your process is working appropriately, even if they're feeding you unusual things and you conduct your investigation, and it turns out, you know what, this is actually completely normal. Or maybe you pick up the phone and you talk to a business and you realize, okay, no, there's a story behind that. That's perfectly fine. Still, that's great because then you can document that, yes, we catch things that are unusual, we investigate them appropriately, and we make our determination whether or not to file a SAR. Documenting all of that helps demonstrate that your program is working. So we're on the lookout for unusual activity, but we're also maintaining and updating customer information and making sure that everybody realizes that anytime they get new information, maybe it's a change in ownership of a legal entity customer that you have, that would be a trigger to go out and gather updated beneficial owner information. Or maybe it's just a conversation that the folks on the front line, maybe it's a loan officer or maybe it's a teller, and they find out that somebody is changing their business model, or maybe they're getting a new job, or whatever the case may be. But it's driven in our day-to-day activity interactions with our customer, but then also in our ongoing monitoring as we're looking through and as we're monitoring accounts. If we see things that are unusual, we should be launching our investigations, getting to the bottom of things, and then updating that customer risk profile as appropriate.